Details and eligibility criteria for new Canadian rural immigration pathway revealed. New information has been released about a rural immigration pathway to permanent residence (PR) in Canada. The Rural Community Immigration Class is a pathway for foreign nationals who can help overcome labor shortages in designated communities outside of Quebec and want to reside in these communities long term. Discover if you are eligible for Canadian immigration. To qualify, applicants must meet criteria for work experience, education, a job offer, language proficiency, proof of funds, and intent to reside. Details regarding each of the criteria can be found below. Applicants from within Canada must have a valid temporary resident status at the time of application, which they must maintain until PR status has been granted. Work experience. Applicants must have at least 1 year of continuous full-time work or equivalent part-time in an occupation listed under the National Occupational Classification (NOC). The work experience must be within 3 years of applying for a permanent residence, involve performing the key tasks and main duties described in the NOC with a third-party employer, except for medical practitioners, and, if done in Canada, the applicant must have had proper work authorization and temporary residence status. The work experience required is dependent on the offer of employment. TR category of genuine offer of employment work experience must be in an occupation in TR category 001, 2 or 3, 101, 2 or 3, 212, 3 or 4, 32, 3 or 4, 42, 3 or 4, 5 same NOC unit group as the offer. International graduate exemption. The work experience requirement does not apply to applicants who have obtained an eligible credential from a post-secondary program and meet the following requirements. Studied full-time throughout the program. Obtained the credential 18 months before applying. For master's or doctoral programs shorter than 2 years, applicants must have lived in the designated community where employment is located for the full program. And, for other programs of at least 2 years, they must have lived in the community for 16 of the 24 months before graduating. Genuine offer of employment. An employment offer must meet the following requirements. Be from a designated employer, an employer approved by an economic development organization. Be for permanent, full-time work that isn't seasonal. Be based in the designated community, with at least 75% of the work performed there. Be for employment the applicant is qualified for, based on their work experience or education that matches the duties outlined in the National Occupational Classification (NOC). Be for a job in which the candidate has recent work experience, unless the candidate qualifies for an exception, such as being a nurse or an eligible international graduate. Language proficiency. Applicants must provide language test results from a designated institution approved by the Canadian government and must demonstrate the required level of proficiency based on the NOC-TR of their job offer. TR category CLB level 0 or 1.6 or above, 2 or 3.5 or above, 4 or 5.4 or above. Scores from language tests will be converted to Canadian Language Benchmark (CLB) score in accordance with the government's scoring grid. Language test results are valid for 2 years, after which they expire. Education. Applicants must have obtained a secondary school diploma or a higher level credential. If the degree was obtained within Canada, they need to submit a copy of the Canadian credential. If degree was obtained outside Canada, they need to submit a copy of a foreign secondary school education credential along with an equivalency assessment that is less than 5 years old at the time of applying. Proof of funds. Applicants must show they have enough available funds to support themselves and their family members for 1 year. The amount must be at least half of the low-income threshold for rural areas outside major cities, as published annually by Statistics Canada. This does not apply to applicants who are already working in Canada. Intent to reside. The applicant must demonstrate that they intend to reside in a designated community. Applicants must have a valid certificate of recommendation from an economic development organization at the time of application. These certificates are issued by an economic development organization and are valid for 6 months from the date of issue.
Thanks for watching our video. Please hit the button and subscribe the channel.